Hello, everybody, and welcome to not a new series per se, but something I'm gonna do every once in a while. I call this Why I Heart X Game. In this case, it's Why Do I Heart Heroes of the Storm over, let's say, League of Legends or Dota or other MOBA style games. Well, I played I installed a long time ago, a couple of years ago. I installed League of Legends and I played through the tutorial. I played my first match and I basically understood nothing and everything was too complicated for me. Now, I know some of you might think, oh, you're a noob, you didn't read, you didn't play enough, and all that stuff, which, I didn't give the game a very long amount of time to impress me. And I personally feel that if a game doesn't spark my interest within 20 minutes, I am not going to play it for a very long time at least. And League of Legends left me with a kind of hole, if you will. I wasn't satisfied with the game, I wasn't satisfied with the characters, I wasn't satisfied by playing it. My fun meter, if you will, was not fulfilled. So I went to a huge hiatus from any style of mobile games for the longest of time, and I completely refused to play them. Not because I wasn't interested or I didn't feel like it, but rather because the whole genre as a whole left me really unimpressed. Now, skip a few years, and my friend, one of my good buddies, you can find him on YouTube. He's called Death Mauler Games. He told me, dude, you should come and try and play Heroes of the Storm. And I asked him, well, what type of game it is? Like, it's a MOBA, but it's actually good. And from what I heard my friends saying from League of Legends, is that the community was really hostile. And I did not enjoy hostile communities because, playing Xbox Online or stuff like that, certain types of games tend to bring out the worst in some people, especially 14-year-olds. So I trusted my friend and I told him, why not? I have unlimited download anyways, so I might as well download the game and try it off. I fell in love with the game. It's great. It has something different than other MOBAs. Maybe because I can recognize some of the characters. Maybe because I find the character skills much more interesting. Maybe because it's the simplicity of the whole game. But basically, I enjoy Heroes of the Storm so much. And I mean, what's not to love or to like? I mean, I understand people not liking it. I totally understand. But for me, who is someone who has despised MOBAs for the longest of time, and I actually enjoy playing Heroes of the Storm, that speaks a lot, at least to me. I don't know if it's the objectives that make the game so special. I don't know if it's the community that's not toxic and very welcoming, at least when you're starting off. Maybe I just like Heroes of the Storm because I had a great coach showing me the ropes, and for League of Legends, I didn't. But I think the biggest difference is that even if you're playing alone in your lane or whatnot, there's always a sense of the team must work together. And from what I've seen some of my friends play in other MOBAs like League of Legends, they play one character and they solo the shit out of everything. And that to me, for at least a multiplayer game, that's not fun. There's nothing more fun than having 5 friends, in one match, everybody communicating with each other and just having a blast playing against other people. So for me, I think that's one of the biggest things that attracts me to Heroes of the Storm. Now, another thing is that it's very objective based. So I feel like unlike other MOBAs where you just capture like small encampments, you actually have to do things. I mean, it always revolves around the same mechanic. Go to a place, defeat a monster, or stay in the circle for X amount of time, and then something happens. Still, every map is unique and different, and it's really cool to see that Blizzard has gone to, pretty huge lengths to make sure that although although maps are similar and have similar mechanics, they all feel different. I mean, who would have thought of capturing a treasure chest and then giving it to a ghost pirate to destroy enemy buildings would be so much fun. And then in another map, you're facing the forces of evil or good depending on what side you're starting on, and you're fighting angels. You have to protect your angel or your demon, and then you have to attack the other team's angel or demon, and then whoever wins gets like a super strong push in one lane. What is not to love? I mean, it's so amazingly good and fun and rewarding when your teammates work together to achieve a goal and you succeed at that goal. Obviously, the game has flaws. Matchmaking isn't always the most fair. When I started playing, I was matched with people who already had their characters leveled up level 10, because the game also has separate level ups for both your account and your characters, like most MOBAs do, I believe. But nevertheless, the matchmaking at first wasn't super good, at least on some matches. It never was a complete blow-through where one team completely destroyed the other, but it did feel sometimes like one team was certainly at an advantage over the other one. That was my biggest complaint, and still is sometimes my biggest complaint against the game per se. Other than that, I mean, I enjoy the game just so much, and I can't wait to play with more people. And by all means, if you are planning on playing Heroes of the Storm, you can leave me your Blizzard ID in the comments, and I'll add you and we can play sometime. By the way, I also play Diablo 3 Seasonal, so that's always fun to do in groups, right? But yeah, I love this game so much. It means a lot to me that it's the first MOBA that I'm actually capable of playing with. And it's just so good, in my honest opinion. Of course, I mean, you're entitled to believe whatever you want. You might not like it, you might hate it, you might not like the fact that it's simple, that it doesn't have like a super complex rune system like League of Legends does. But in the end, I believe that not having a rune system makes it that they can actually make characters that are very varied. I mean, there's a character that doesn't even fight in the lane, for God's sake. Once you level him up, you can just stay in like the respawn zone, and you support your other players. I mean, that's amazing. There might be a character on League that does that. I don't think so. There might be, but I'm not sure. But honestly, he plays so differently from any other character. It makes him really unique. And that, my friends, is why I think that Heroes of the Storm is an amazing game. And it's free, so if you enjoy MOBAs, I would definitely recommend Heroes of the Storm. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching this kind of new format without a webcam and just some footage in the background. And yeah, thanks all for watching. So I'll see you all in the next episode. Oh, and by the way, enjoy today's 2 duck games. And by the way, enjoy today's 2 duck game videos. I had a blast with my friends, and watch out for your ear holes. Ciao!